It's your friendly neighborhood laser lady. I have been working with lasers now for 12 freaking years, and I've seen them all. Every time I ran into one of these little handheld lasers, I always wondered, what can you even really do with one of those things? And then I got one, and let's just say it's opened up my eyes a little bit. If you were wondering what you can do with a cute little handheld laser like this Raymoto A1, brand new by the way, we are going to cover that, and I'm going to try to spark your imagination with some really fun uses and potential business ideas. So let's dive into it. This is the handheld 7-watt diode laser by Raymoto called the A1. It is comprised primarily of 3 parts: the battery, which is also the handle, the blue light filtering orange work area cone, and the laser module itself. Though it's very small and very lightweight, we're going to be able to get a lot done with this. And lucky for us, it came with a charged up battery, so we can get started right away. To begin experimenting, you first need to download the free app. Through this, you'll be able to communicate with your machine. No need for a computer at all, which makes this little guy wildly portable. In the app, you can make your own designs, such as a text-based design. Before I was ready to graffiti my entire backyard, which terrorized my chickens, I started with a sample piece of paper and some basic text. My ability will continue to get better as this video goes on, just like yours will when you get to play around with this thing. You can change the font, the size, marking, or cutting, and in a little bit, we'll be getting into some of the best picture engravings I have ever done. There is a little fan on the backside of the cone that only turns on when the laser job is active, and throughout all my shenanigans today, we never really got fumed out of the place. So while I was fiddling around, I was eating an apple and I wanted to see how powerful a 7-watt little diode laser is. Not bad. It engraved right into the apple and from a picture I drew. It doesn't taste super great, however. We'll be trying out other foods soon enough to experiment more with the picture engraving options. I uploaded a thank you picture to try on some packaging. You'll want to familiarize yourself with the DPI and dot duration features when trying out different colors of material. I needed different settings for this white shipping box as opposed to a craft piece of paper. Business packaging is a pretty obvious thing to try out to start, so next I went with a slate coaster. I wish I had this at my recent birthday though, because all my friends would have gotten such a fun time out of making their own coaster. After finalizing the font and a picture that is already on the app, I just centered it with the outline function and sent it on its way. All you have to do is hold it steady and make sure the cat in your lap doesn't do anything crazy. Imagine any sort of party where people get to make their own party favors. It would make such a memorable keepsake for everyone. I was starting to feel a little more confident with this thing, so I took it outside. There are lots of wonderful surfaces out there that could use a little something. These chickens never saw it coming, and I was also wondering how well this wood would take to a laser. Depending on the size, DPI, and dot duration, it can take seconds to minutes, so keep that in mind when you are trying to hold it steady on a surface. It engraved into the wood pretty well. Let's try another animal enclosure. This one holds the mighty lap tiger. I changed the settings for this lighter wood, and El Barto has struck again. It was time to head back inside for my daily coffee hour. While I waited for my espresso machine to do its thing, I snacked on some chips. Next to a laser and chips, I think you know where this is going. I wanted to know 2 things. Can you engrave a chip? And what does that taste like? On the first try, it started out pretty good, but that little fan is super powerful. But how did it taste? Toasty. The next chip I glued down with some peanut butter, and that's not weird if you grew up a poor little street child like me. The peanut glue worked and the chip is beautiful and delicious. While we are lasering on some food, will a tortilla work? Burritos are what I consider a perfect food, so this would mean a lot to me. Of course it worked, and it tasted kind of like a fajita. Nice. My latte was then ready to go. I know what you're thinking, so long as we're both weirdos. Can you laser latte foam? There's only one way to find out. I sprinkled some spices on there so it had something to mark on. Let me first say, lasered cinnamon smells really good. It didn't quite engrave anything, but it did taste like toasted spices on a latte, however. Keeping in the coffee realm of things, I remembered I got these fake leather coffee koozies from jpplus.com, and those should laser beautifully. As a coffee queen, I wanted to make my own design on the app, but it needed a little more. Here's one of the most fun things about this laser and app combo: uploading hand-drawn doodles and then lasering them. This crown looks like a child drew it, but that's okay. I took a picture, put in my design, and tried to laser it out. It didn't whiten the background. It kind of considered the background more like a light gray than a white, so it engraved the whole thing. And this is actually a good thing. It's just not what I intended for this project. Not to worry, once I got back to it the next day, first I checked the battery and we're still going off the same charge from opening the box. Nice. Now let's figure out how to make the picture engrave just like my drawing. I decided to edit it in my phone, unknowing it's actually much easier to do in the app. But don't worry, no need to tell this silly girl in the video. I will soon figure it all out. That did work, and my second try looks amazing. Here's where things really started to click. If a crappy drawing turned out that good, then a picture should do even better. And I have maybe about 5 million pictures of my cats, so let's start there. In the picture functions in the app, you can alter photos so they turn out perfectly. I tried to up the contrast, especially for this mostly gray cat. To sample this, I used another sheet of the craft paper and set it to the craft paper pre-setting under settings. When using this laser, try to keep cats and other creatures, such as children, in order so they don't bump into it. Look at this. Wow. This gives me an idea that I am 100% going to do when I'm at my next cat convention. Yes, there are cat conventions, and I am doing 3 of them this year. Everyone has pictures of cats on their phones. They could simply text it to me and bada boom, here's your cat. Maybe I'll make some frame options too. What would you charge for a custom cat engraving like this? Just on paper, like $5, $10 maybe? I'd probably have a line to the door, no joke. When I was testing out the other craft paper I have on hand for this idea, the battery finally took a break. But no worries, the charging cord can also be used as a power source directly on the laser head. This is probably how I will set it up in the cat convention, and it just takes a few minutes to engrave too. Think about all the possibilities. Snap a picture of the grad students, the wedding guests, the people with their pets at an outdoor market, and boom, here's your keepsake. Wow. Speaking of pets, my dad commissioned me to make more tags for his cats who lose their collars all the time. Once you have a design, you can actually just use the button on the top of the laser to repeat the design. Press one time quickly to outline your design, and then hold the button down for a couple seconds to start the laser job. Repeat and repeat. Easy batching. Plus, there's so many materials it can mark on, like these jeans. It's not too deep, like it's gonna fray the edges, and super cute. I also tried it out on this flocked mini journal, also adorable. In fact, all these soft materials made me remember an Instagram reel a friend sent me not too long ago. It's probably the best idea and most fun potential business feature this little laser can do. Now that I'm good at editing pictures, this cool mom tattoo is ready to get tatted on this little thing. It's a cat toy of guacamole. I'm sure you are getting the theme of my life: Mexican food and cats. Anyhow, we are using this to try out a side hustle I'd like to call the Stitch and Sketch Tattoo Shop. Imagine this, kids or adults, why not? A birthday perhaps? Stuffed animals everywhere. Everyone picks out an animal and a piece of paper to draw out their sick tattoos. One by one, everyone gets a personalized little buddy to take home. Look how fun this is. I had to stop before I got into trouble lasering cute tattoos on everything. So to answer, what can a handheld laser even do? Well, I think the real question here is, what can I do with a handheld laser? Throw the most memorable birthday party ever? Yup. Impress my coworkers by making them business cards on the spot? Yes, sir. Maybe get commissioned to personalize burritos at a burrito party? If you do that, please invite me. What other ideas do you have? Because I would love to hear them. There's even more this machine can do, and you can find out more about it in the link down below. So check out the Kickstarter for this amazing little handheld, super duper portable potential moneymaker. Anyone who likes to craft is going to want one of these. Thank you so much for watching and happy crafting!